of Scourge. Night Stalker's ability to move, at damn near max movement speed, as well as Nubian Weaver's ability to move at max movement speed. He didn't pop the dragon then, but the dragon does add a good amount of movement speed. So the chasing really is there for the Scourge. The Medallion up on Ancient Apparition really going to help out this Weaver, Dragon Knight, and NS, as that is where the majority of their damage is going to come from in team fights, physical DPS. This Windrunner with a Force Staff is going to be very big in team fights. As a Force Staff against melee carries, such as Dragon Knight and Night Stalker, you really, it's really such a good counter, and it's really why you don't see too many melee carry teams in popularity, because of those items like Force Staff and Ethereal Blade are just so detrimental to what the melee carry is trying to do, which is get up close and do damage. And if you're not able to hit them, or when the second you do get up close, they're able to be pushed away back towards their team, there's really nothing you can do about it. As well as being able to force them away from the AA Cold Feet, even if they do get stunned, is going to be very, very nice for them, as Cold Feet really will not be too big of a problem anymore for whoever they initiate on, as the Force Staff will really help him out. As the Weaver rotate down towards the bottom, has the Vanguard sitting at 1300 gold, and the Spectre sitting at 1500 gold, just 200 gold apart. And like I said, the Scourge really are, fairly down at this point. They're really not in the driver's seat, but that, Radiance could change everything. However, I do believe that a Weaver Radiance versus Spectre Radiance, that is the Spectre's game to lose, as they do try to go on the Spectre, but the Dagger, adding that extra movement speed, continues to run away, as well as having those phase boots. The Windrunner and Enigma coming up here, as Enigma will be working towards his Blink Dagger now, and once he gets that Blink Dagger, I believe even without the Radiance, they're going to be able to start moving in towards team fights. We see a BKB coming in, but not going to do anything with it. Thought there was going to be more Scourge heroes to come and was going to try to pop off a nice black hole. Was not to be, though. Real nice job waiting for the AA Ice Blast effects to wear off, and pops off that mechanism. A ward here, just they're able to see into where they TP. And I am sorry, as down goes this Crystal Maiden. I don't believe I've talked about this gem yet. This gem is really going to restrict the Weaver's ability to go down lane. See, the Weaver is down here, but from now on, I really don't think that's going to be something that you're going to see too often, as generally the Weavers can, go wherever they want, as even with a dust, you're able to time lapse out of it, and therefore makes it null and void. But when they have this Gem of True Sight like this, your farm is really restricted to, regular hero farm in terms of how far you can go, because they're going to be able to stick with you no matter what. The Scourge has a Blink Dagger being picked up by Dragon Knight. I don't agree. He has had a few problems with positioning, but that's the whole reason why you don't pick a melee carry in the first place. Like I said, I really feel like a pipe would have been a much, much better item, would have definitely helped the team out. It would have been just a hood at this point, but the pipe would not have been too far off, as he is sitting on 500 gold. Definitely don't agree. I definitely think that was the wrong item choice, as this Crystal Maiden will be working towards a Django, and this Night Stalker will be working towards it could be a Heart. I do believe it will be a Vanguard. I'm not sure if it should be a Vanguard, as it is a little late for that damage reduction. However, it does need some. I don't know how I'm missing all this, as they run in on this Weaver, and apparently it was a swap of Blink Dagger. The Blink Dagger becoming pretty useful for the DK as he comes in. More right clicks coming down. Down goes the Dragon Knight and the Witch Doctor at the same time. However, they shouldn't be targeting a hero with Aegis. Down goes the Crystal Maiden. A stun goes off on the Spectre from this Dragon Knight, and that will be the end of the team fight. Weaver getting caught out. Felt like she was safe here. However, the Sentinel, very, very patient, as 4 waited here for quite some time. Quite some time they waited here. They were sitting up there, and I was just like, alright, well, I'm not going to stare at them in the jungle. However, once that Weaver peeked her head out, really, shut her down. And at this point in the game, that has been the difference. It's the difference, as Spectre hasn't been killed since that early laning phase, and has really just been able to free farm at will. He's now gonna probably move towards bottom once that creep wave just gets a little bit farther down and finish up that relic. Then to be a Radiance, if I really, I'm picking a winner at this point, M5 is generally gonna come out on top. Like I said, I believe a Spectre versus Weaver Rady battle. The Spectre comes out on top every time due to dispersion, as well as the team fight ability from the Sentinel is much higher, and the Scourge are really just sticking together and not ganking as much as they like, as they do pop a smoke. They are going to move in, but this Dragon Knight doesn't do enough damage either. All your DPS is coming from this Night Stalker with no damage items, this Dragon Knight with no damage items. They're really just waiting on that Weaver's Radiance, and right now they don't do any damage either. They do have some magical damage that they can work with. It's just not enough to bring the whole team down in a team fight. As a smoke being popped by their counterpart Sentinel. ... coming out from NS like, what the hell is going on? What's with the lull in the action? This ward here has been here for some time. Not really sure about this ward. I think it would have been better for them to put it up here. Maybe over here. We will see though, as again they're moving towards this Weaver. And swap goes off on the Weaver. And down he will go as a nice shackle shot and right clicks. And ultimate goes off. Black hole, and 3 people getting caught in the black hole. So huge. Down goes this Crystal Maiden. A stun going off from this Vengeful Spirit on the Dragon Knight. Down he goes. A little bit interesting. You generally don't see Dragon Knights getting that second level of ultimate. You usually just see them sticking with the first until level 16. However, at this point, the Sentinel are going to start pushing. And with the Sentinel pushing like this, the second level of DK is made for that, as you add a little bit of AoE to your attack with fire damage. And down goes this middle tower so quickly. I think it might, as a swap goes in on the Night Stalker, a stun going on the Night Stalker. This Vengeful Spirit needs to be a little bit careful, but down goes the Night Stalker. It appears that the Spectre will TP up